How's everyone doing today? Welcome to the Spine Doc Show. This is our second Facebook Live TV show. And today we're going to talk about choose to flourish. But before we get started, I'd like to talk about this poster in the background. That, of course, is Muhammad Ali. And that fight was dubbed the Fiasco. It took place in Lewiston, Maine, a heavyweight fight in Maine. I believe that was the second time that that he fought. Who was that again? It was Sonny Liston that he fought, and there's all kinds of stories back in the background, like it was run by the mobsters, the mafia, and Sonny Liston was owned by the mafia. He's in debt to them. You can read up on it, Google it, take a look, but poster's here for a reason. You want to be like Muhammad Ali. See how he's standing over Sonny Liston like that? You see he's standing over him, looking down, defeated. How did he get there? Muhammad Ali is talented for sure, but he didn't just show up and start winning. He worked hard every day. He worked harder than the next man who wanted to be the top boxer. He had a passion for it. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. So choose to flourish. You have a choice in your life of what you want to do. Now, what's going on right now around the world, but specifically where we live in the United States, coronavirus or COVID-19, we've been forced to hunker down, to stay at home, most of us, to be careful not to go anywhere. We sort of have the perceptions of limitations put on our life, and we do have limitations. I'm not saying go out and be willy-nilly at all. You need to follow guidelines and do what is recommended. However, currently you can choose to set the foundations to flourish in your life. So you think about the seasons. There are seasons for a reason. Seasons can also be a cycle. You have summer, fall, winter, spring. It's very obvious, I know. But in the winter, trees, bulbs, bushes, they bring everything back. All their nutrients back into the roots, all the nutrients from the leaves and the stems and the ground. And the tree prepares for the next season, which is spring. It's currently spring right now. Look outside your window. Go stand outside your door. Go to your deck. Look around. Everything is flourishing after that difficult winter time. Now I'm comparing what we're going through right now to our winter. We're forced to stay inside. We're forced to not really go too far. If we go outside, we got to keep distance. We got to go to the park, keep 6-8 feet from each other. However, every season allows a time for us to nourish and grow stronger. Every cycle adds experience to our lives and provides room for us to grow as human beings, as people. We get to recharge and reassess where we are at. Now, when we can recharge and reassess, we can take a look at what works and what doesn't work. It's a great time to reflect, decide what was driving you crazy, what was frustrating you, what didn't you have time for, what exhausted you, what did you want to change about your life prior to us all being housebound. Be honest with yourself. Were you trying to cram the gym at the end of the day, trying to leave work, get home, get to the gym before you got home, make dinner, take care of family? Were you trying to wake up and get to work, get to the gym, go run outside, and then you're showed up late to work all the time? Were you trying to make healthy meals every day, running behind, getting frustrated? Reassess where you're at. Now you have time to reset what did and did not work in your life. What goals do you want to accomplish? So get out a piece of paper, make some categories. What didn't work? What did work? What are your goals? What did you like? What do you want to get rid of? Just get rid of it. We have more time than we've really ever had, believe it or not. We're thrown off our patterns, and that's what's frustrating a lot of people. We're home with the kids. We're home with our spouses. We're working from, I've heard stories of laptops on top of the dresser. I've heard stories of hooking iPads up to the TV and trying to work sitting on a coffee table. It's crazy. That's what's frustrating us. But we do actually, if you look at our time, we have more time now to spend with family. We have more time now to work out. We have more time to hit the reset button and start over. Choose to flourish. Our health is a culmination of our habits. Our financial situation is a culmination of our spending habits. Our free time is a culmination of our habits in daily life. Habits dictate your future. Habits dictate the pattern and quality of your life. So I'm suggesting that you take the time now, make the best of this situation. This is our quote-unquote winter in a season, and prepare for spring, because spring is coming soon. It'll be here before we know it, and we'll wonder, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I take the time to do that and do those things? So now is a time to establish new healthy patterns. I've talked about the reset button. I've talked about being honest with yourself. A couple other high points I want to hit. Right now, you can garner the support of your entire family. If you guys want to eat healthier, you can do it as a family. If you want to create healthier habits, less screen time, more time talking to each other, you can do that now. If you personally want to start a new project, if you want to read more, if you want to get into art, if you want to get outside, and I say that cautiously, even just sitting on your deck and looking up at the trees, I don't mean go out and mix with people. I've heard of people just walking around the block or just even going out in your backyard and stretching, but just more fresh air. Sit by a window with it open. Or if you're concerned about that, do a hobby that's inside. But now is the time to put that into your daily life. If you want to get more sleep, you can go to bed earlier now. I suggest changing one habit for yourself daily, and I suggest changing one habit for your family. Backtrack. I suggest changing one habit for yourself weekly and stick with that for a week. If it takes 2 weeks, you do it for 2 weeks. You do it until it's a habit that is easy. If you want to change a habit for your family, you do once a week or once every 2 weeks. And you'll be surprised how much changes by the time this COVID-19 epidemic is over. So think about that. I think that's how you can make the best of this situation, and this is how you can come out ahead and actually flourish as a result. Don't let these times press you down. Don't let factors that you can control get the best of you. You can control what you do with your daily life, with your daily habits, with your daily patterns. We cannot control what's going on outside of the walls of our house. Structure in your life is important. It will get you where you want to go. All right? If you have any comments on changes that you've made, or if you want to maybe put a question down on what might help you improve the quality of your life, put it right there in the comments section. We'd like to create a community around this. And I'd like to help you flourish rather than just getting by. I hope that was helpful. I'm Dr. Hands with Precise Chiropractic and Rehabilitation. We'll have our third The Spine Doc show next Tuesday, and I'll put a post up announcing what that subject is about. Thank you. Thanks for coming in, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.